I've never gotten on base, or for that matter, I've never even gotten in the game. And the good thing in this is that I am sure there's a very nice Duggar boy out there for you. So I am from Iowa. And the town that I live in has next to no violence in comparison to Chicago. And one day, my parents and I were getting some mall food, some Chinese mall food from the mall, and we were taking it back to our car, and it's pouring outside, so obviously we're running because we don't want to get wet. So we're running to the car, and all of a sudden this super loud noise happens, and I feel something hit my leg, and I feel warm liquid start gushing down my leg, and I was like, oh my God, I've just been shot. So it's pouring, we're running to the car, and I'm like, Mom, I just got shot in the leg, we need to stop running. And my mom's like, Grace, we'll deal with it when we get to the car. I'm like, Mom, I don't think you understand, I just got shot. And she's like, just wait till we get to the car, then we'll look at it. And I like the fact that my life could have been in danger, but my mom was more concerned about not getting rained on. So we finally get to the car, and I'm fully crying at this point, complete tears because I've been shot. And my parents start laughing, and I'm like, I don't know what you guys think is so funny about someone shooting your daughter in the leg. And I look down, and I realized what I thought was blood gushing down my leg was actually Kung Pao chicken sauce. And I had spilled my Chinese all over myself. So my mom was right on that one. I really like wearing Toms for shoes, and I was like buying them because I feel like I can justify spending money because not only do I get a pair of shoes, but a kid in Africa gets a pair of shoes as well. And I was at Urban Outfitters the other day, and I saw a pair of Toms that were on sale, and then I was like, what happens if you buy Toms on sale? Do you think they just go over to Africa and they're like, yeah, sorry kid, this print didn't go over so well, so you're only going to get one shoe. Another thing about living in Iowa is that we drive everywhere, and there's not a lot of people driving. And so one morning I was driving to school, 7 in the morning, and I pull up to a stoplight, and I kind of look over, and then I notice the guy next to me in the car. He's old enough to be my father, and probably old enough to be my grandfather, and he's looking over at me, and he's like, and I'm like, what? And I like the fact that this guy was like, it's 7 in the morning, I'm gonna look over at this girl, and I'm gonna seduce her with my eyes so well that she stops her car in the middle of this intersection and comes over to my car. Like, I don't see the logic in that, but okay. So I got home from school that day and I told my mom about it. And my mom looks at me and she goes, you know, maybe he thought you were a prostitute. Because that's how, no one gets prostitutes at 7 in the morning. The best part about this is if something had happened, people couldn't have asked what I was wearing because he couldn't see me because he was in a car. So instead they would have had to been like, oh, but what is she driving? oh, she's driving a Buick, a 2001 grandmother car? Oh, definitely asking for it. So that was all.